Hi, this is Fire from Scrappy Mania, and today I want to create a page in my art journal, and I want to use these fairies. Now, I do have a video how I created this fairy, and there was a die that I purchased at Tuesday Morning some time ago, and this is the fairy dies, and these are from the Susan Garden collection from Sizzix. So in Tuesday Morning, they sell the stamp with the coordinating die. And in order to create the fairy, so this is the fairy it creates. In order to create that fairy, you need another die from Sizzix, and this time is the Bix XL die. This die is hard to come by. It is discontinued. They no longer manufacture this die, and if you do find it, it was an arm and a leg to get it. Now, I was fortunate enough that I was surfing the web and I was able to find this die for $15 at a website, but that was it was a secondhand die that I purchased. So right now, if you want to get the die, it's up there. The latest I saw one that they were selling for $39, which could be pricey, but you can do the same thing by using the Prima stencil. So this Prima stencil I purchased some time ago, and it's pretty economical. It was only like $5.70 at my local scrapbooking store. So that's what I use in order to create the legs and the arms and also the body. And these fairies are designed to use these other dies for flowers. So look how cute it would look if you happen to have this type of flower, this die. You can create the little dress like you see there. So that's why I got these dies and this stamp, because I really love fairies and how that looked. And I've been getting a lot of Susan Garden's dies and stamp at my local Tuesday Morning. So I want to go ahead and create, my plan is to create a Hobbit background. So I'm going to put the Hobbit house here. So I'm going to have to go on the internet to look for images of that movie so I can get an idea how to create that Hobbit house. And then I want to put trees and such here. And then I'm going to put my two little fairies somehow on this page. But before I do anything, I really want to go ahead and prep my surface, because I want to use my watercolor paints. And I may use the Prima watercolor paints, or I may use something else. But for now, I need to really prep my surface so that way it will take on whatever medium I want. I do not want to use gesso, because if I use watercolors, I do not like how the watercolor works on gesso. And as you can see here, in this one, I used gesso and went over with the watercolor. And I really don't like how, the watercolors really didn't look good. I mean, you can see the brush strokes and stuff, and I didn't like that. And in this one, this image was created with the absorbent ground first as the background, and then I went over with my watercolors, and see how nice it really took on those watercolors. So because I want to use, and this is another one that I also prepped with the absorbent ground, I went over it with watercolor pencils, really came out very nice. This is gesso, so if you're going to use those gel crayons, those wax crayons or anything like that, actually that works best with gesso. So here is where I used those type of medium. So because I'm going to use watercolor, that's my favorite medium, I'm going to go ahead and put some absorbent ground on these two pages, and then I'll show. So I have one coat down, but on the website for the absorbent ground, they state that you need 2 coats. Before I put the other coat, I want to show you how I laid it down. I prefer to use a palette knife, because if I use a brush, this absorbent ground has a lot of texture. So it does kind of leave the brush strokes on the paper. It's not like gesso. Gesso, you can smooth it out, but with the absorbent ground, it's not as easy, for me at least, it's not as easy to smooth it out, and I want a nice smooth surface. So when I use a palette knife, then I can easily just lay it down like if it was frosting, and then I can just make sure that there's a nice even coat and a smooth coat on the surface. As you can see here, see how smooth it gets. That's not really the case for me when I use a brush. You can still see the brush strokes on here. And see how it's very textured? It's very textured, this absorbent ground. And here, I'm just going to put a little bit here. So I'm going to go ahead and put another nice thin coat of this absorbent ground on my page. And I'm going to speed up the video. And I hope you stay with me and you like. So I'm almost done with this page. So I want to put some lettering here. And there's a saying that I want to put, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destination. And I want to practice my calligraphy. And let's see if I can do it. And actually, I may want a thinner brush. Instead of this round, this is a 5 round. Let's see if I can use a script liner. Might be the best tool for this. So I'm going to look for my script liner. And here it is. And you want to make it very inky. So I'm going to use some black. And then you're going to use the tips of your script liner, and you're going to push down, and I'm going to put my initials, and I think that's it. So this is my page, and I really like it how it came out. So I hope you like this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.